this is my email. Let's go to Elking, and then I'll show you the email. Okay, this is how all the participants are going to receive the email. All right, so this is it. This is the email invitation. See, invitation, right, from this person. Okay, to discuss a sweet but angry customer. All right. Okay, so connecting to calendar. All right, so this is it. When? Saturday, June 20, 2026, 4:45 a.m. West African time. Here is the thing. My client is in the US, in Chicago. His time is 10, 10, 10:45 a.m. But me, I'm in West Africa here. My time is 5:45 p.m. So, for instance, that your boss is inviting you for an interview by 5:45 p.m. in Nigeria here. In his own time, it is 10:45 a.m. It is not the same thing. Do you understand? And I've taught you how to change it. Okay. So location is Hilton, Chicago, which is 720 S Michigan Avenue. Imagine that your client asks you to schedule an appointment again by 12. Remember that this thing is happening between this is happening between 10, you know, 10:45 to 11:45 a.m. Now you're going to say, okay, where is this thing happening? He will tell you that he has a date, right? He's going to meet his girlfriend by midday, which is 12 p.m. Now you are going to ask, where is this happening? He will tell you that it's happening at, let's look for another hotel here. Okay, so here is another hotel at the Renaissance Chicago downtown. Now you are going to ask, this thing is happening at Chicago, Hilton, Chicago, but you are going to Renaissance Chicago downtown. What is the distance between this place and this place? And can you make it within 15 minutes? So those are the things you have to ask your customer or your client, and for them to know that you are proactive, that you are on top of your job. And we are going to use Google Map to check the distance. Okay, we are going to check the distance to know what is the distance between Hilton Chicago and Renaissance Chicago downtown, and know that they can make it. If they ask you to go ahead and schedule it, that there's no problem, they can fly to the place. Fine. If they say, okay, I'm driving and there might be traffic and I don't think I can make it, let's make it by 1. Then you now schedule the meeting by 1. So you simply come to Google Calendar, create another event, okay, and a date, add the title, a date with Clarice. This is his girlfriend, okay, and then is uh the time is June 20, but the time is midday. The time here is midday, 12 o'clock, okay, 12 to 1 p.m. All right, and the time zone is, this is my time, so it is not my time. You look for Chicago. Let us look for Chicago. Okay, Chicago. This is it, -5. Click this place and then set okay. All right, and then do not repeat. This is happening just once. We are setting up another event right now. I hope you guys understand this. Okay, now add guest. Add guest is Clarice. You have to notify Clarice, and then you have to add our boss, which is our client Nick. Okay, add location. All right, and then this is the hotel they are going to meet, Renaissance Chicago downtown. Renaissance Chicago downtown. Renaissance Renaissance Chicago downtown. See, the address has popped up, Renaissance Chicago downtown. That's where they are going to meet. And description, okay, a date with my sweetheart Clarice. All right, a date with my sweetheart Clarice. So Clarice will feel very happy coming to the date, okay? And then he might ask you to, if this is a blind date, okay, he might ask you to include his picture here. So you just click here and then add his picture, all right, as an attachment. So after that, you are done, okay? Now, click here. And then, would you like to send invitation emails to Google Calendar guests? Would you want to send this email to Clarice and your client? Of course, send it. But if you still want to edit it, go back and edit it. If you don't want to send it, click this one. But if you want to send it, just click here. And then both of them will receive this. And I am the organizer, so look at it here. And when you look at, my calendar here, you're not going to see anything different apart from this 20. Why? Because I just received the email for this event that I set up. So you can see here, this one has been cancelled because my boss says it's not me. I'm not going to the event. And here, this is a date with Clarice that I just said now. Now remember that this thing is going to happen by 6 p.m. It's going to happen by what? 6 p.m. Look at it here. Okay. It's going to happen by 6 p.m. because me, as the organizer, my time here is midday, 12. But there, it is 6 p.m. See? 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. All right. Now, let me use this opportunity to teach you Google Map. Now, imagine that my client, that is Mr. Nick, is having that date with his girlfriend and it is in 12 p.m. But that meeting that he was having with, the other client, which is Mr. Gregory, all right, is ending by 11:45. What is the time between 11:45 and 12 p.m.? That is 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to ask, can my client actually make it from, the Hilton Chicago, which is this address, to this address, which is the Renaissance Chicago Downtown Hotel, where he's going to meet his girlfriend? Now, I'm going to ask, sir, can you make it? But before I ask him, can you make it, I have to do my research first. And how do I do it? By using Google Map. Now, how do you use Google Map? Now, Google Map is just like what we use here in Nigeria when you order Uber or when you order boat. You use what? Google Map. Abi? Now, here is how it happens. When you use Google Map, you add two addresses: the address of where you are going to address of where you are coming from. Right? Your address where the pickup station and where you are going. Abi? So in this case, we are going to add Hilton Chicago, which is where my boss was having the first meeting with Mr. Gregory, and the Renaissance Chicago Downtown, which is the address of the place he's going to have a date with his girlfriend, Abby. So let us go to Google Map and try this. So how do you do it? You go to Google Map, and this is what we're going to do. You go to the Chrome and search Google Map, okay? And when Google Map opens, you open this place. You click this first one. Do you understand? Okay, so when you click here, you're going to enter the address where your boss is going, okay? And where he's going is, this is the address, 1 West Upper Worker. This is where he's going, all right? Okay, so after pasting this hotel here, or the address here, and then you click search, all right, you're going to see two things. First, you're going to see this place and then this place. Now, when you look at all these addresses, all these locations, you see this here. Now, this is the place where your boss is going to, here, all right? And then you're going to come back to this place and get direction to that place. And when you click direction, you have this interface show up, all right? Now, I require you to choose a starting point. Starting point is where he is right now. Do you understand? Okay, so you come back here and then get this address. This is where he is right now. So you need to get direction to the place where he's going to. So here, and then click search. And in this case, he's going to make it. Because he has 15 minutes time, right? But he's going to make it. If he goes via this route, fastest route now due to traffic conditions, he can make it 7 minutes. If he goes through another route, all right, via S Lower Worker Drive, he can make it in 8 minutes. So it's very possible. So you don't need to ask him, sir, can you make it? However, if he had come here and seen 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 15 minutes or 10 minutes, you have to ask him, sir, can you make it? Can you actually drive to that place in 15 minutes? Okay? Because you can see if he doesn't have a car, right? If he's a young man and he doesn't have a car and he's taking a bus, he can't make it because look at it, 15 minutes here. Look at 15 minutes. And he already has 15 minutes. So by the time the meeting finishes and he comes out of the hotel and goes to the bus station to get a bus, of course he can't make it. But if he's driving his own car, when the meeting will finish, he will come down from the hotel, maybe meet somebody, greet people, and then get into his car, drive to the place. He can make it in 7 minutes or 8 minutes. Do you understand my point? Okay, so he can also ask you to go ahead and schedule that his girlfriend will understand. No problem, you send it. All right. So if he's walking, look at it here. Driving is 7 minutes, right? If he's in a bus, 15 minutes. If he's walking to the place, 25 minutes. If he's riding a motorbike, it's 13 minutes. So this is very important for you to understand before you schedule event for your clients. All right. So that's the end of the lesson for today. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me or contact me via WhatsApp, Telegram, or just call me on the phone and then we'll hop on a call and talk about it. Do you understand? All right. So this is the end for the lesson today and see you in another lesson.